Good morning. And I said, good morning. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Almost fell. Ooh, ooh. Ugh. Ugh. Just getting these shoulders, getting these scaps warmed up for a push day. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. So, if you clicked on this video, it's gonna be a great workout. Stick around. Push day. A little live streamed training vlog action. It's gonna be great. Thank you for being here. Stream manager. Could not be completed. There's an error. Classic. I just like to pull this up so I can track everything on my telephone. Okay. Thinking that'll be good enough, but regardless, happy Monday. Welcome back to the MeatHaus. Sometimes I feel like the light is a little, it's not bad. Maybe it's just the ISO on my camera's a little high. Could probably lower that one click, but yeah, it is what it is. We will see. I feel like if I put more lights this way, it would maybe light the whole thing a little better. Doesn't really matter. These are problems for another day. Here, what's our ISO at? If we go down one click, maybe my forehead won't look as reflective and shiny. But let's get situated and get some of this stuff out of the way. Nothing's breaking, don't worry. So we can start pushing some weight. How's that sound? Pretty good? Cool. I typically like going profile view when we're doing some bench. So we're gonna start off, 20, that's 35 pounds. We're gonna start off with some incline dumbbell press. This is, the main sort of pressing movement we're gonna do for today. Here, we'll flip it this way while we get our, we also need to start my workout. We'll flip it that way while we get the dumbbells situated. Why does it keep saying my Whoop is disconnected? Searching for device. Don't you do this and then you just tap it non-stop and then it'll connect? Tapping until the LED comes on. Is it gonna work? Here. There we go. Boom. Yes, that's my Whoop. Connecting. Don't know why It disconnects every once in a while, but it does. All right, that data is going to take a while to catch back up. Which, whatever. Let's set up our adjustable dumbbells, and we will get this party started. 2030. Yeah. So, yeah, nothing too crazy, just getting some dumbbells situated. So we can get a couple warm-ups in, and then we will get to our working sets. I also think today is going to be the start of a nice little cut. I'm thinking, try and lean out a good bit. I mean, we're not, you know, super, you know, too big or anything like that, but summer's just around the corner. Might be doing a little pool time, so figure there's no time like the present to at least attempt to start leaning out a bit. There we go. Yeah, that should do it. So we've started walking a bit more just to get some more steps in and some more activity. Being more intentional with our food choices. Okay. That felt totally fine, which it should, because it's not heavy at all. So let's, whoops. Let's get our increase going. Boop. Boom, 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 boom. Then we will. I know these dumbbells are so loud. It probably gets a little obnoxious for everybody watching, so sorry about that, but you know, this is what we got. So what's this? Dude, I need to ban the word stream boo. Ban. Bye-bye. Get more followers at streamboo.com. Buddy, you think this little operation is gonna be botting? Forget about it. I said forget about it. All right. thinking as part of this cut, what we're gonna end up doing, we'll train in the morning, during the day if I can, and if it's not too hot, if I have time between meetings and stuff, I like to get out, go on a walk around the neighborhood for like 20 or 30 minutes. That usually clocks, about a mile and a half, I'd say, just to get some steps in. So I try to do that every day. And then I'm thinking maybe Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So, or maybe we could do like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, something like that. I don't know. We're gonna do like 20 minutes zone 2 on the rower, just for some added cardio. Hey, you gotta take care of the ticker. There we go. Okay. Oh, Stelios, what's up, man? Happy Monday. How are you? Ugh. I'm good, man. I'm good. It was a pretty nice weekend, all things considered. And we will go like that. And we'll upgrade or update whatever the dumbbells here for our last 2 sets. But yeah, dude, the weekend was good. I don't remember if you were in chat or anything when I was talking about this, but my wife's birthday is this Friday, and she loves Shrek. And so we had a Shrek themed party at our house. And so that was Saturday night, and I think my wife had a really nice time with all of her friends, and I was just on kid duty so she could relax and have a nice time. And she made a whole bunch of different foods. Like, she made a chicken pesto pasta that she called Shrek's swamp stuff. Like, everything she made had a theme, or like a tie-in to Shrek. Like, there were Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and she named those after the dragon that Donkey ends up dating, and all that kind of stuff. So I think it was a success, and it was a lot of time and energy just trying to clean the house with 2 kids. But the house looks nice. I mean, not that it looked bad before, but definitely looks much cleaner. So, yeah. That was probably the highlight of my weekend. What about you? Any highlights? I'll tell her you said happy birthday. I'm sure she will appreciate it. And because this Friday's her birthday, I took Friday off of work. So love what's it called? I love a 4-day week. Nothing like a short week. Here we go. Okay. Oh. There's one. We will take it. First working set. Oh. Feels pretty heavy. I mean, it's not, but it feels like it. Just to mix up our angles a bit. We'll bop this guy around. And we will do one more set of these. And then drop the weight down, let our flies, and then we'll get into our last few exercises, which will likely be some sort of lateral raise, and then we will do some tricep work to wrap this all up. But a pretty solid start to a week, I'd say. Nice training day. It's also nice my wife's been getting up and training too inside, so got a little accountability going back and forth. She's crushing it. And so having her tell me this morning, you gotta get up, you gotta go stream, ba ba ba, and here we are. We're doing it. So yeah. I have been playing with the idea in my head of how we would do some game streams out here. That would be interesting, and that could be fun. But I'd have to figure out how we would make that happen. Especially in the summer when it gets just hot as balls out here. Whew, that'd be tough. Like obviously it would have to be like in the evenings or something, but yeah, we'll see. All right. Last set. Here we go. Oh. See, but then I also, I've got I do have a PC inside, so that could be, like I could use the PC just to host the stream, and I could just play on my PlayStation. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Instead of playing on PC. Here we go. Come on. Wouldn't say getting dicey, but it was getting heavy. towards the end. Probably could have tried to grind out one more rep and a half, but you know, it's just me out here. And I can always live to fight 23 another day. You know, I like to think I train decently hard, but I am not trying to, just totally destroy myself. Because it just takes a little bit longer to recover these days. That, and I do like zero mobility work and like zero stretching, so that probably doesn't help my case at all. But there is no time like the present to maybe start doing just a little bit of mobility stuff. Careful now. Focus on a little longevity as the name of the game. All right. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Perfect. Conditions are perfect. We've been going, what, about 20 minutes? That's not bad. Because we should, I don't want to say breeze through the end here, but it shouldn't take too long to get through this. Okay. Couple sets. There we go. And like before, we can adjust our camera. There we go. Excuse me. All right. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's get this last set taken care of. Just texting the wife. All right. I think today's gonna be a good day. You know? I think I slept pretty good. I think today's gonna be good. of the days I am working this week, today I have the most meetings. Okay. Whew. One more set of flies. And we'll move on to our delts. Nice. No emails. Love that. Just pull this back up. Is it going to work? I think it is. We shall see. There we go. So the main thing, right, I'm thinking of while we're doing these flies is bringing, well, I'm trying like almost like bringing my elbows together, you know? I mean, it's more of like this kind of motion, but then it's like right here is where the dumbbells are likely gonna start touching. What I'm still trying to think is like, how can we squeeze? Because otherwise at the top, you're just kind of chilling and all the tension is down here. I don't know. Wish we had some sort of cable system. Maybe one day we'll get one. That'd be cool. Hook it up to the rack or something. But even still, like I haven't used the rack in like a real meaningful way in a little bit. So I do think we've got some work to do on the rack front. Ugh. Anyways. Whew. Come on. Ugh. Okay. Ooh. Admittedly, not feeling super great towards the end there. There's just something about dumbbell flies that always feel somewhat, I don't want to say awkward, but they do feel uncomfortable, I think. The kind of fixed path of like a pec deck or some sort of cable or pulley system, you know, just does, on average, feel better than doing this with dumbbells. There we go. But we need to make a good bit more, a good bit of more progress and consistency to even be considering, you know, spending thousands of dollars, you know, on equipment. So a little hard to justify at the moment, but that's all good. So we just finished our incline dumbbell press. We did some flies. We are now transitioning and pivoting to the delt portion of today's training session. And I could do, you know, a dumbbell shoulder press, but that amount of pressing all on the same, I mean, not that this is like insane amounts of volume or wear and tear or anything like that, but for me, what I do is I basically follow kind of a push-pull legs, and then I do a kind of like an arm day. And on that arm day, I normally start with some dumbbell shoulder press. So, and I also do some lateral raises on that second day. Now my leg volume is very likely, you know, kind of lacking. So I should probably do like a push-pull legs. I could do like upper lower. Could be a good way to structure this training, you know, push, pull. I could do push, legs, pull, rest, legs, upper, rest, push. I don't know. We got to figure this out. But we need to increase our lower body volume a good bit, I'd say, because we're hitting our upper body pretty hard. Okay. Okay. Whew. There's one set of these bad boys. Ugh. And we're getting too much. Gotta go. I think a little bit. Like this, maybe? Sure. That should work. We're trying to get, you know, obviously you want big arms, but we want some big delts too. What's up, Stelios? How are you? But, you know, we're doing the best we can. Oh, water heater is on. Kids must be up. Or at least my son's probably up. My daughter's probably still sleeping. One sit down, 2 more of these, and then we will get into some more delts. So, yeah. Dude, Stelios, what'd you do over the weekend? What'd you get into? How are things? All right, second set here. Oh, man. Whew. It hurts. Working? Sorry to hear that. Oh, sorry to hear that. Hopefully all good. and hopefully you're wrapping up soon. Man, it is real dusty in here. It was quite windy the last couple days. I think this weekend, because I have a long weekend, I will vacuum some stuff up so it's a little less gross out here. I think that'd be a good idea. And I can get that done. Yeah. All right, one more set. Okay. We'll give it another 15, 20 seconds, and then we'll get this show going. Also, Gonzaga lost in March Madness, so for anybody thinking we were going to win it all, we did not. We lost to UT. Okay. Shit. We're definitely feeling a good bit of burn. Sorry, Ed, what I miss? Nothing, dude. Just asking. We're just asking how you're doing. Making small talk. I was mentioning it's March Madness, right? College basketball in the U.S. Big tournament. And the university that I went to is, or was, I should say, playing in the tournament, but then we lost. So that was sad. But it's okay. Can't win them all. Would have been cool to make it further than we made it, but we did all right. We lost to the University of Texas. Hook 'em. But yeah, that's all. All righty. Whoops. So we started off, right? Some incline bench. Then we did some flies. Segued that into some lateral raises. Definitely feeling it. My delts are, they're burning a good bit. We will now do some tricep push downs before we head into some overhead. So we'll do 3 sets of these, then 2 sets of overhead, and then that will be the end of it. Nice pump. Thank you. Thank you, Stelios. All right. Here we go. Whew, there we go. We do have Disney Plus. Yeah, we do. We have the Disney Plus Hulu bundle. Is there a show you're thinking of? Or a movie? But we do indeed have Disney Plus. Oh, you don't have it? That's interesting. I mean, I'm sure you could like torrent it, right? Anything you wanted or needed. I will say it is getting a little out of control how expensive streaming is, but I guess when they're paying millions and millions and millions of dollars to make original content, it kind of makes sense, but oh, the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana. That's cool. Are they bringing the whole cast back? And is it going to be a Hannah Montana, like, is it going to be like an episode or like a movie? I'm sure my wife will want to watch it, but that sounds cool. Hey, you know, you get the best of both worlds. Oh. Ugh. Ooh. There we go. Oh, you saw they're bringing back some people, but not everybody will have to see. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I remember being a young MeatHaus watching Disney Channel, and I remember Hannah Montana. I was more of a Selena Gomez guy, though. But I do think Miley Cyrus is pretty incredibly talented. There was the Wrecking Ball era with her and Robin Thicke at the VMAs or MTV Music Awards, whatever it was. That was maybe not my favorite era of Miley Cyrus, but yeah, she's talented. Oh, all right, last set of these. Oh. Whew, okay. So he's gonna wrap it on push downs. Everyone has their ups and downs. Hey, nobody's perfect. I see what you did there. Very good. I mean, like I said, ups and downs, you get the best of both worlds. I mean, Party in the USA is still a banger, so. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I mean, The Climb, of course. What movie is that one from? Isn't The Climb the movie where she's like staying at the beach, and that's where she meets Liam Hemsworth and then like her dad and stuff, you know? Oh, is that what it is? Is it Hannah Montana the movie? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I don't remember. That's cool that she recorded some new songs. All right. Come on. Ugh. Ooh. Okay. Don't hit my face. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I got to admit, it's been quite a while since I've seen seen Hannah Montana or a Disney Channel original movie. So it's been a bit. Okay. There we go. Change our angle just a bit before we do our last set. Okay. Yeah. This will be our last exercise and our last working set on the day, and then we will wrap it up. Ugh. Whoa, shit. Okay. Ooh, that was loud, sorry. Whoops. But that's kind of what happens when we have this wonky setup. Oh. We'll need that for tomorrow when we do our stuff. Oh, thank you, Stelios. Thank you. Okay. All right. So we now have to do the part where I always have to get the camera and all the cords and stuff way out of the way, because mostly it's if my daughter runs out here. I just don't want her to trip and knock everything over. That would be a pretty, I mean, stuff happens, but I would prefer that she didn't break everything. That would be less than ideal. But okay, we're at 7:40. Oh, I've got some fuzz or something on my shirt. Yeah, it's about 7:40 in the morning. I need to go, help out with the kids, get ready for work, all that fun stuff. Stelios, thank you for being here. Really appreciate you. Anybody watching the VOD, You know, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTubery stuff. We will be back same time tomorrow. I appreciate you all. Have good Mondays. You all have been great. We've been the MeatHaus. You already know. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Goodbye.